So this is first part of the series of the webinars, and I'm member of Interactive Research Method Lab of the College of Education, and also I'm a college librarian. So as a lab member, I usually consult students, undergraduate, graduate, and focus on doctoral students a lot on how to develop topic, how to develop research question, how to do what we call preliminary literature review, and also how to do literature review as a part of research proposal or dissertation. Also co-teach from time to time different courses which include literature review. So I'm methodologist in what we call evidence synthesis, and literature review is a part of this evidence synthesis umbrella term. During this webinar, I will demonstrate how to develop a topic. Developing research topic, it's not as easy as it seems, because you have to develop topic and questions that will be answerable, and at the same time will guide you in your research and your methodology as well. So we discuss about how to do it, the technique behind that, sources that assist you in topic development. We'll talk about research topic structure and also the structure of research question. And defining and clarifying different elements of the topic. I hope that in the end you will have questions, but I also tell you that I will share with you two tutorials that you can do self-paced type of topic development. Don't fear if you didn't grasp something during the webinar. So usually EDD students are encouraged by instructors, program coordinators, or advisors to start thinking about your topic or research topic early on. For some students, work on a research question or hypothesis would happen later when you take research method course. And it makes sense because your research question or hypothesis is aligned with research design that you're going to choose. I argue that initial overarching research question should be developed simultaneously as a research topic. Again, initial, at least. So if you look on this infographic, you will see that it's like a seesaw, right? It's very important to be vested or invested in your topic. You have to have passion, hopefully sustainable interest, especially if you're doing dissertation. Sometimes it will take 2-3 years. And if it's topic that not exactly sustainable through this 2-3 years, or will lose interest, it could be a problem. You can modify your topic, that's true, but usually you will modify it as a part of your literature review or part of investigation, not just because you lost interest. Also, time and skills that needed for your research, your access to data is important when you choose or select or develop a topic, right? Because some topics are not researchable if you don't have access to data. students, DD students, they are practitioners, but at the same time, we treat you as researchers as well. So sometimes we use term scholar practitioners. Practice is very important in this case, and your research is apply research. You're not just investigate something because you're so curious or want to add knowledge, but because you want to solve real practical problem. So in the seesaw, uh, you see practice as an important part, and it's a balancing act, how you balance what interest, what problem, what needs exist in practice, the problem, right, that you try to address, and what you learn from the literature. So in your topic, when you formulate it, or you formulate research question, keep in mind this. Don't forget about the problem, the initial problem you try to solve. Why you asking this question? How answering this question can help in your practice. Literature, important element as well, because you do develop a topic or research question through the literature, trying to figure out what topics have been already discussed or examined. Also, how to narrow your topic. Reviewing literature does help with that. Also, you would like to find a gap in research so you can fill it out. Small gap, but still. And access to resources, what's accessible for you, where we can search for the literature is important. During the time as a doctoral student, you will conduct a few literature review. Literature review is a favorite assignment, college of education, and makes sense. I mean, instructors want you to learn from the literature. You do deep reading, try to understand, reflect, and kind of think about where you as a researcher going, what directions. Preliminary literature review that I'm talking about is more structured. I'm not your instructor. I'm not assigned that. It's not your assignment. It's something that you need to do to help you out to develop topic and research question or formulate what we call conceptual framework, the frames of the study. That's why we call it preliminary. Later on, you will have literature review as a part of your exam or comprehensive exams or proposal, different type. So let's see in the structure of the typical topic. Sometimes topics quite visible in the title of research study. That's the traditional way. Your topic is kind of spelled out, right, in the title already. So research study reports published in the journals and dissertation usually have this title that explicitly state the topic, provide information about the phenomenon of study, what exactly you study, significant concepts and how they connected, or variables if you do quantitative study. It will tell reader about the setting and population. So what you study, what population involved, where it's happening, and connection between elements of what you study. You'll see the sources for defining and clarifying these topics, titles, elements on your right. And next to the pyramid, you see the tools and resources that might help you identify and describe the different aspects of the topic. Please work your way from the bottom of the pyramid, it's reverse pyramid, it's upside down one, to the bottom. Consult with indexes. I will show you where to find them. Check the thesaurus. Again, it's part of the indexes. Look for similar research study and what topics there. Find similar research study that have similar research question. Limit your search by population, setting, or context. That's why you're doing why reviewing literature at the same time, simultaneously. So, for example, this example, education technology. So if you tell somebody that my topic, I study education technology, it is too broad because it's a whole area of study. You work with thesaurus. For example, we use Eric thesaurus, education source thesaurus. We use technology database, LearnTechLib, I'm sorry. They have their own thesaurus. A lot of databases has this thesaurus that explain, define different terms and connection between different terms used in this disciplinary field. And we found that, for example, interactive multimedia, it's a type of technology we're going to investigate, and a type of teaching method is active learning. We're going to add that to our, with two elements, with two concepts to our topic and research question as well. Or what problems exactly you try to solve, or what connections between concepts. In our case, for example, it's impact on learning outcomes. So how this technology used in active learning impact learning outcomes. And then we start thinking, okay, but where it's happening? Middle grades classroom? Are we talking about what subject area specifically? Is it STEM or any other subject area? And what population we're talking about? Middle school, high school graders. And again, I can show you how to filter by this elements like population, setting, or context in a database. Most of the indexes allow you to filter. So in the end, you will see a list of research studies that have these two concepts together, solve this problem, and within particular context and population. So that's from broader topic using multimedia in the classroom. We move to more narrow topic, which is after that we move to research question much easier. It's the impact of using interactive multimedia on outcomes of high school students' academic achievement in urban US schools, social studies classes. Look long, right? But at least here you know what exactly you're going to study. Topic narrow enough, so you can move on now. So let me briefly show the tools that exist. At first, you might do yourself with preliminary literature review, but good idea to check if it's already exists, if you find existing literature review. If you can use tools, and I can show you later, there is a lot of AI-driven tools now that allow you to map literature or see clusters by topic or by themes. And also thesaurus, I already mentioned that thesaurus help you to find research studies with similar topic. So one of the sources that people sometimes ignore, it's a handbook of research. Handbook of research is a type of reference which include review of research in particular broader topic, like, okay, instructional technology, for example. There is a handbook of research on educational communication technology, as example, right here. It's published every other year. So you see review of research has been done already. Review of topics that hot and emerging in the discussion, scholarly communication, so to speak. It's usually combined based on the articles from leading experts in the field and offer like well-rounded coverage of some of the most cutting edge or trending topics or concepts. You will learn about the state of research knowledge and see how you can fit in like the background of your research and what topics are right now hot, so to speak. Another source that I recommend, some of our databases or indexes have with reviews or synopsises, summaries of research that prepare even sometimes by AI, but sometimes it's really just compilation of research that coming from this indexing. So some abstracting indexing services, or you call it databases, provide these summaries of research topics that have been examined recently, usually within 2 or 3 years, sometimes 5 years in a scholarly journals. So pay attention. We have access to Elsevier topics and Sage Navigator. There is 2 databases that let you see the topics. Another one, Learn Tech Lib. I don't want to ignore people from secondary middle grades or who specialize in teacher leadership. It just recently I work with city students, so that's why Learn Tech Lib is here. So Learn Tech Lib is another database that allow you to search by topic. Gale one file, and all of them can be found in our library collection A to Z databases. It's allow a topic finder when you can click on this little carousel and narrow down. So the broader topics and then small topics narrow down. So it's like a graphical representation of the theme or topics. And AI. You're welcome, by the way, to post and chat. I will be curious to know, do you use AI tools for literature review, or you plan to use AI for literature review or in your research? And we can discuss that later on. But for now, I just want to show you 3 examples of responsible use of AI tools, the tools that have been check evaluated. So one of them called Carrot. Don't ask me why they call it Carrot. It's the name of the app and platform. Carrot Clustering Workbench. It's just one of the features of this platform right here. What it does, it's you allow to search for the literature. For example, if you just search through ChatGPT or Copilot, it will not find research studies. But this particular application focus on corpus of scholarly literature. right? So I will not call it looking for knowledge or information. You're really looking for the evidence for research studies. And the second part, it will allow you to analyze and summarize them. So it allows to do this topic analysis. So you can see, for example, that's I ask question, my topic right now, AI literacy. So I put in the conversation box, I'm looking for any studies about AI literacy, implementation of AI literacy, components of AI literacy, skills and ability, and so on. And that's the scope of the topics that discuss in the literature. I pose the same question, and the more you ask question, the more prompts will be, how to say it, when you try to define and develop research question, you have to be very careful with how you ask, right? So some and sky space and elicit, it will tell you is your research question or your question is strong enough, or they ask for clarification. So anyway, I posed a similar question, and there is a feature, find topics. So that's the list of topics discussed in the literature around this broader AI literacy theme. Another one, elicit thematic analysis. So elicit actually conduct kind of literature review, at least a summary of literature for you. It's not literature review in a sense like synthesis of literature that guided by you, but it's a summary that help you out. And they do have this analysis of themes or topics, which go a little bit further. So it's themes, first column, and then if you ask, it will give you, okay, there is a literacy, but what kind of skills we're talking about, right? Or what's the framework for this AI literacy? So basically you interrogate that and ask additional questions. Thesaurus. If we have time, I can demonstrate how to use thesaurus to clarify the topic and also clarify the concepts. Right now you can see, and I will share this presentation with you, a little video that show you step by step how to use thesaurus. For example, I will type in thesaurus AI literacy. There is no such concept yet in the thesaurus from Eric, but there is a such concept in LibTech already. So it's very important what database. If I use Eric thesaurus, I will find this as a separate concept term, or I will do literacy and artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence exists and literacy exists. So I combine these two concepts. And it will tell me what other concepts are relevant, narrow, broader, and that's how I narrow, for example, my topic to the specific concept I'm care about. So remember I mentioned all these indexes, databases using different terms. The list of them you can find here. There is a URL. It's a part of my education research library. The list is important. It's not just list, right? It arranged by the topic. I'm talking about discipline, right? Education, and then topics or subjects. So people who care about instructional technology, or people who work in educational psychology, or looking for educational leadership or teacher leadership, what databases to use. But also it has a little mark where thesaurus is available. So you can not just type keywords, but find the right term and pull all this research based on one term concept. So I'm adding up presentation part, and we'll share with you, there is a self-guided tutorial that take you step by step with links, and you answer questions, and you continue, and you work through this tutorial until your topic is developed. So you're moving from broader topic and work with different tools to develop topic that researchable. It could be part of the title or be transfer in research question. Also, there is a web guide that give you links to certain handbooks or, for example, videos or different instructional materials. And when I share presentation, it will be always links that you can investigate further. Now, I'm going to finish recording, stop sharing presentation, and we'll be ready for the questions. Give me a second. Thank you for being patient.